afternoon, dear children. Once again, welcome back you all for the online classes. And you all know that now we are discussing about the fourth unit from your science part. And today I am going to discuss you the natural calamities. So here the interior in the Earth's crust, it is having some temperature, means the heat and pressure will be there in the interior of the Earth. So when the heat and pressure become excessive, means internally, so that causes some of the natural disasters such as the volcanoes or the earthquakes, etc. Like that phenomena they will cause. And these natural phenomena, so they will bring some massive changes. So some of the changes in the structures and all, it may bring some changes on the Earth's surface. So these are all what? The things to be happen when the natural disasters are affected. So just imagine how this all the phenomena will take place. Just think that you are blowing a balloon. Okay? Nim kaya one balloon and now you are blowing that balloon. So when you blow the balloon, what will happen? Is the balloon gets inflated. Balloon ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ ಗಾಳಿ ತುಂಬಿದ್ರೆ balloon ಉಕ್ಕೋದು. So balloon gets inflated. So after it gets inflated also, if you go on blowing the air, what will happen to the balloon? Yes, it will be burst, right? Now balloon ಉಬ್ಬಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಂಗ ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಏನು ಏರ್ ಹಾಕೋತಾ ಹೋದ್ವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತ್ರಿ? Balloon ಓಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ ಅಲ್ಲ? Why this will happen? Because of the excessive pressure which is created inside the balloon, right? So likewise, even it happens inside the earth also. So inside the interior part of the earth, it is also having some heat and pressure. When it becomes excessive, it will be come out in the form of volcanoes or due to the earthquakes. So in any form, in any other forms of the natural phenomena, it will be comes out or it bursts out. So likewise, the natural phenomena will take place. And now we can discuss what are these natural phenomena and the kinds, means different natural phenomena and how they occur, and what are the preventive measures we can take, not preventive, what are the safety measures we can take when such natural disasters are occurs, right? So now we can discuss the natural calamities or disasters. Natural calamities or disasters. So the natural calamities or disasters now. So natural phenomena that damage life and property on the earth. The natural phenomena that damages life and property on earth while also bringing changes in landform and water bodies. Landform and water bodies are termed natural calamities. Natural calamities. Okay. So this is what the natural calamities. The natural phenomena that damages life and property on earth while also bringing changes in landform and water bodies are termed natural calamities. So here this natural calamities, these are the natural phenomena. They are occur in the nature. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗ್ತವೆ ನೇಚರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. So they are not man made. These natural earthquakes and all, they are not man made. They are occur naturally. They are the natural phenomena and that damages. So they cause many damages on the life and properties. Many of the people have lost their life and many people will lost their shelters, homes, and they lost the domestic life. Domestic animals, they may have lost their life. So likewise many damages and many things it destroy, the natural calamities, and while also bringing changes in landform and water bodies. So even some changes in the landform and water bodies, and due to the earthquakes and all, sometimes landslides may take place. So likewise many things, many changes will be occur in the water bodies also. So these all things we can term as natural calamities. And these natural calamities, there are many types, many natural calamities are there likewise. For example, earthquake, as we can give the earthquakes, tsunami, volcanoes, volcanic eruption, volcano, and some droughts, wildfire. Yes. So likewise many natural calamities takes place, and they sometimes cause the massive effects or the massive damages they can cause to the land, and they are highly devastating. So likewise, so here what we can say, they will cause many changes. Okay, so now we can discuss one by one about these natural calamities or disasters, and first we can discuss about the earthquakes. So the sudden shake or jerks in the earth crust, so that causes the earthquakes. So these earthquakes will not take place for a long period of time. Within a short period of time, if the intensity of the waves are more, within a short period of time it can destruct many things. Okay, so see the earthquakes, the shaking of the earth crust, the shaking of the ground or the earth crust due to internal changes or some disturbances, due to internal changes of the earth or some disturbance in the layers of the earth. So there will be layers are there in the earth crust. So different layers will be there, and when those layers are, when they are always under the friction. So one of the layer ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತವೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ friction ಒಳಗೆ ಇರ್ತವೆ. So when the layers are sliding down, if the layers are coming one down to another one, so that time they may causes the earthquake, or when it hits, so that time it may causes the earthquake. So this is all due to the layers of the earth, and so because of that layers, they may form the shaking. The earth will shake, and that we call as the tremors. And these tremors, in turn, they may damages or they collapse some of the buildings, bridges, and other some of the structures. They may collapse. So in turn, they will cause the earthquakes. Likewise, okay. And these earthquakes, the scientific study of the earthquakes is called seismology. Okay, the seismology, it is the scientific study of earthquake. Scientific study of earthquakes. So scientific study of earthquakes is called seismology. So this is what the Greek word. The seismology is the Greek word which means the seismos means earthquake. It is the Greek word. So seismos means earthquake and logy means study of. So this is how the seismology, the name we have derived from the Greek word. So seismos means earthquake and logy means study of, and seismology is the scientific study of earthquakes. Okay, and see, we can calculate the intensity of the earthquake by a scale called Richter scale. So it is the measuring of the earthquake. How to measure the earthquake? Measuring earthquake. So see, we can use the Richter scale to measure the earthquake. Richter scale, and the name Richter scale is given after the scientist Charles Richter, who invented this scale for measuring the intensity of the earthquake. So after he is the physicist. Okay, he was the physicist and he invented it in the year of 1935. So that is the name Richter scale. It is given after the scientist who has invented this Richter scale, that is Charles Richter. Charles Richter, he is the physicist. ಈ ಚಾರ್ಲ್ಸ್ ರಿಚರ್ ಅವರು ಫಿಸಿಸ್ಟ್. ಅವರು ಅರ್ಥಕ್ವೇಕ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಸರನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡೈತಿ ಆ ಸ್ಕೇಲಿಗೆ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಚರ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್. And he was invented it in the year of 1935. And this Richter scale is having the level from 1 to 10. In Richter scale, this is there in the epicenter. Epicenter means it is the the point of the origin of the earthquake. Okay, you can see here. So the epicenter means, so see, this is the epicenter, means it is the point of origin of the earthquake. So from here there 1 to 10 levels are there. So if the intensity of the earthquake is only beyond the level of 3.5, we can feel it. So there are totally 1 to 10 are the levels from the epicenter, which is the origin of the earthquake. So if the intensity is beyond 3.5, ಆ ರಿಚರ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಒಳಗ 3.5 ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟ ಏನು ಅರ್ಥಕ್ವೇಕ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ನಮಗೆ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆರ್ ವಿ ಫೆಲ್ಟ್ ದ ಅರ್ಥಕ್ವೇಕ್. ಸಪೋಸ್ if it is less than this, we will not feel. Even earthquake ಆದ್ರೂ earthquake ಆಗಕತ್ತೈತಿ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ if it is less than 3.5. And if it is beyond 7, means if it is more than 7, okay, it will be less. We can feel it only if it is 3.5. Only we can feel. If the intensity is beyond 7, it will be massive. Yes. Intensity ಏನಾದರೂ 7 ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತ್ರಿ ಅದು, it will be massive and highly devastating. It's highly destructive. It is highly devastating. So this is what, how to measure the earthquake. So earthquake will be measured by Richter scale, and the name Richter scale is the name it is given after the scientist, the physicist who invented the Richter scale, that is Charles Richter, who invented it in 1935, and it is having the levels 1 to 10 at the epicenter. From the, so 1 to 10 levels are there. So epicenter means from the origin of the earthquake. So if it is beyond 3.5, then only we can feel. More 3.5 ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ intensity ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟ we we are not affected much, and even we cannot aware about the earthquake also. And if it is beyond 7, it will be massive and highly devastating, means highly destructive. So this is what about the earthquake and the effect of earthquakes. Now we can discuss what are the effects of earthquake. Effects. So here many destructions are caused, like man-made structures like buildings, parks, roads, railways, bridges, and dams collapse. So supposing the earthquake takes place, these all the man-made structures like buildings, parks, roads, railways, bridges, and also the dams will get collapsed. ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾವ್ರಿ, ಹಾಳಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾವೆ. Suppose earthquake, earth shake ಆಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ buildings ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾವೆ, ಬಿದ್ದುಬಿಡ್ತಾವೆ. So these all will be collapsed. And landslides, flash flood, and wildfires. The landslides, flash floods, and wildfires. Wildfires also caused. The earthquakes can also cause landslides, the flash floods, and wildfire, and these are all very harmful, and these are all the effects of the earthquake. So see what happens when the landslide. So when the earth earthquake means it is the sudden jerk or shake in the earth. So when it happens, some of the land may slides. So that is a landslide, and when the landslide takes place, many of the animals or many of the people may lose their lives, and also they may lose their shelter, means homes and all. So likewise, and also the flash floods. So when the floods occurs, they also destroy many shelter, many homes and domestic life and all. And even the wildfires. So if the wildfires or the forest fire takes place, so forest fires are occurred due to the earthquake, because when the earth is shaking, so there is the friction in between the plants in the trees. Yes, forest means there the trees will be there. Forest will be trees occur. So when the earth is shaking, the trees maybe the friction takes place in between the trees. ಈ ರೀತಿ of friction ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತ್ರಿ, large amount of heat will be produces. ಈ ರೀತಿ friction ಆದಾಗ we just give hands rub ಮಾಡಿ, yes, the heat will be produces here. So likewise, when the friction takes place between the trees, the tall trees and all, so when the heat is produces, it catches the fire, and that fire will catches whole forest. So that we call as the wildfires. So when the wildfires took place, so it can destroy the forest life, the wildlife, and also the surface of the earth also gets deformed. So by the earthquakes, surface of the earth gets deformed. Earth gets deformed. Okay. So the structures will all destroyed. So that the structures also deform and creating major changes many times. So changes will occur, and also underwater earthquakes. If the earthquake takes place under the water, like oceans and all, so it causes the tsunamis. Under water earthquakes, they causes tsunamis and also strong tidal waves. Tsunami waves. So waves with high speed, they may enter, and also it causes the tsunamis. So that tsunamis and strong tidal waves are caused when the earthquakes takes place underwater, under the any water bodies like sea and ocean and all. When it takes place under the water, then it can causes the tsunamis and strong tidal waves. So they destroy the many life of the many people. And immediate steps to be taken when an earthquake occurs. So if the earthquake occurs, what steps we have to take? Immediate steps to be taken when the earthquakes occur. Immediate steps to be taken when an earthquake occurs. So when the earthquake occurs, suppose if you are in the buildings, earthquake ಆಗೋ ಟೈಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇದ್ರೆ, they have to run out into the open. One should run outside. If you are in the building, one should run outside into the open. So open area ಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಬರಬೇಕು. Suppose if you are in a building, one should stand. So ನಿಮಗೆ outside ಬರುವಂತ, suppose if anybody are there in that situation, they can run outside into the open, or if anybody are there already outside in the vehicles and all, they can run outside into the open. And if in the building, one should stand at the corner. Building, one should stand at the corner of the building. So corner places ಏನಿರ್ತಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಲ್ಲಬೇಕು. And also they have to safeguarding the head with arms. Corner and safeguarding head with arms. Head with arms. Building ಒಳಗೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕ್ರಿ? ಕಾರ್ನರ್ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನಿಲ್ಲಬೇಕು. And they have to safeguard their head with the arms. Arms ಇಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ತಲೆನ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ something may fall on the head, so that it may create severe injuries also. So that is the reason one should stand at the corner and safeguarding head with arms, because the corners are the strongest points in any building. ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ಏನಿರ್ತೈತಿ, ಕಾರ್ನರ್ಸ್ strong ಇರ್ತಾವ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, when we say the corner, so here from every point it will not get, means no pressure will be, no excess pressure will be occur on this point. So here everything will be equal here. So that is the reason these corners are very strong. So that one should stand at the corners. And one should not enter his or her house immediately when it stops, means immediately after the earthquake. One should not enter his or her house after immediately after the earthquake. Immediately after the earthquake. Earthquake ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕ್ರಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಇನ್ನು we have to leave some time and then we have to enter because some things may when something is fallen, something disastrous will take place there. So any parts of the shelter, so that may be fall. So that is the reason one should not enter the house, or we are not come to know that whether it will come again in the same time. So that is the reason immediately we should not enter the home after the earthquakes. So we have to wait for some time and then we have to enter. And if traveling, one should stop and stand aside in the open. If traveling, one should come out. One should come out and stand aside. Means they have to come out from that place, stand aside in the open, away from the tree. Stand aside in the open, and that should be away from the tree or any kind of buildings. Away from tree, etc. Means any buildings will be there. So we have to stand away because sometimes the buildings may fall or the trees may get uprooted. So that may happen. So if we are in traveling, one should come out and stand aside in the open area in nillabeku. Adu yen nillabekanದ್ರೆ there should not be any trees or any buildings near to you. So that in such places, in such open areas, we have to stand. So the immediate steps to be taken when an earthquake occurs are: one should run outside into the open. So open ಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. And if in building, one should stand at corner and safeguarding head with arms. So that it is suggested to stand at the corner because comparatively the corners of any buildings are stronger. And one should not enter his or her house immediately after the earthquakes. So we have to wait for some time, then we have to enter. And the last one, if traveling, one should come out and stand aside in the open, away from the tree, etc. So this is what we have to follow when we are in the earthquake hit areas. Okay. And then now I will give you an attached video clip with this so that you can understand how the earthquakes are occurs, means how these natural disasters, these earthquakes are occur, and how can we take care of ourselves, means the immediate steps to be taken when an earthquake occurs. So about this all you can see in that video, and so that you can get the clear idea about these earthquakes. Okay, now we can see that. Natural calamities or disasters. Natural phenomena that damage life and property on earth, along with bringing about changes in the landforms and water bodies, are termed as natural calamities. Sometimes natural calamities are also caused due to drastic climatic and weather changes. So as you can see here, examples: earthquake, volcano, cyclones, tsunami and flood, wildfires, droughts. These are all some natural disasters or calamities. Earthquake, the shaking of the ground or the earth's crust due to internal changes or disturbances is called tremor. Some tremors are so strong that they cause buildings, bridges and other structures to collapse. So as you can see here, the scientific study of earthquake is called seismology. So there they will study the waves So seismology, Greek word seismos means earthquake and logy means study of. Measuring earthquakes. The Richter scale is used to measure the intensity of earthquakes. So here Richter scale is there. It is named after its developer Charles Richter, the noted physicist who developed it in 1935. The Richter scale is marked from level 1 to 10 at the epicenter. The point on the Earth's surface directly above which the interior part of the Earth's crust ruptures is called the epicenter. So here you can see that. The intensity of earthquake is felt only beyond the level of 3.5 on the scale. Earthquakes which strikes beyond 7 on the Richter scale are considered massive and highly devastating. Effects of earthquake. Earthquakes can cause immense damage and destruction of life and property. So you can see here, many people have lost their homes. Structures sometimes collapse like buildings, parks, roads, railways, bridges and dams. They may collapse. And harmful effects of earthquakes. See landslides, flash floods, wildfire. So they also can cause by the earthquake. The surface of the earth also gets deformed, creating major changes many times. So underwater earthquakes cause tsunamis and strong tidal waves. The immediate steps to be taken. One should not run outside into the open, and one should not enter his or her building immediately after the earthquake. If in a building, then one should stand in the corner of the room, safeguarding their head with their arms. This is advised as the corners are the stronger areas of any building. If traveling, one should stop and stand aside in the open away from trees, etc. Yes, this is about the earthquakes. So I hope you have understood about these earthquakes, and even though if you have any doubts, you can contact me, and you just clear the concepts by seeing those attached video clips and with my classes and all. We just clarify this concept everything, because you have, these are all what the basic means, they are all the natural phenomena, and you have to understand these natural phenomena. Then only we can protect our earth, because for some of these natural disasters, they may cause directly or indirectly because of the human activities also. So when we learn what are the effects of these natural disasters, we will get the ideas what we can do to prevent all these natural calamities. Okay, so that you have to understand and clear the concepts, everything. Okay, so I hope you have understood about the earthquake, and in the next class we can discuss some more natural disasters and how they cause us and what are their effects and what are the some safety measures you have to take when in those natural calamities. So that all we can discuss in the next class. So thank you. Have a nice day.